We do it on Wednesdays here on the Country 93.3 Morning Show. It's McMurray Musings on the radio, and you can join Teresa Wells at McMurrayMusings.com and check out her weekly blog. And welcome to the show again, Teresa.
Thanks, Jerry.
Let's start talking about some interesting events that happened. I know that you and I actually had a chance to meet up at a Hope in the Dark. What was Hope in the Dark, and what did you guys do there?
Hope in the Dark was an event through the Center of Hope, which is a daytime drop-in program for the homeless community in Fort McMurray. It was an event to both raise awareness and raise a little bit of funds for the Center of Hope. So we slept outside all night on Saturday night, and it was an interesting night.
I have to ask, how'd the Fuvlog shoes make out sleeping outside?
Did not wear Fuvlogs that night. I actually wore hiking boots that night.
But it's something that was really neat was the fact that they promoted the awareness of mental illness with homelessness, which really ties in close.
Absolutely. I think there is a perception that everyone who is homeless has a substance abuse problem, and there is a reality that there is substance abuse that is often involved. Frequently, though, the homeless have mental health issues, and it's a spiral situation. Being homeless compounds the illness. The illness can lead to homelessness.
And it was a great deal you guys did. How many people participated in that?
There were about 15 people. We all sort of experienced different levels of homelessness. Some people slept in cardboard boxes. Some people slept in tents. We referred to them as Club Med. Some people slept on the ground, and I slept on a metal park bench.
Now, how did that feel, Teresa? I mean, like let's face it, you and I guess, would be living the life of privilege. We have
Absolutely.
a house every day. What was it like sleeping on a park bench, and how'd that reality hit you?
It was miserable. It was absolutely miserable. I'm terrible at being homeless, frankly. I think what impressed me is that people who are homeless must be incredibly resourceful and incredibly tough to survive on a daily basis, because it's very difficult.
That it is. Now let's talk about the civic election coming up.
Sure.
I have never seen so many candidates for 2 spots in a civic election ever.
14 candidates, which I think is incredible. I think that speaks to the level of excitement that's going on in the community about what's happening in this region right now. To see 14 people step forward, and particularly to see some young candidates that meet that demographic. We have an average age of 31 in this region. So to see young candidates stepping forward to put their names forward for council is incredibly exciting to me.
This to me is people all the time like to tread on Fort McMurray, but
Yes.
This is Fort McMurray's civic show of pride here. Like, it doesn't get any better than this ever.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think it truly speaks to the fact that people have this vision for what this community can become in the future, and they want to be involved in it.
They do. June 25th is the by-election there. You actually had a chance to check out the new bottle depot in town. I have yet to be up there. What's it like?
Got to check it out, Green Bottle Depot. It's amazing. Actually, I was there for their grand opening. What a phenomenal facility. They will sort your bottles for you, which is perhaps the most exciting part to me. I have a garage that is full of recycling. I'm a recycling hoarder because I never get to recycling. I'm planning to load my stuff up, take it out there, and the great part is you can actually donate your bottles directly to places like the SPCA right at the Green Bottle Depot.
So if you have an empty 18-wheeler you'd like to lend Teresa for the afternoon, she's got some recycling.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
And you and I are both going to be very excited this weekend because Relay for Life is coming up for the Cancer Society. You're actually going to be doing something special, aren't you?
I'm going to be there all night live tweeting from the event. I've asked them to have a place for me to plug in my phone so I can just keep tweeting all night long, and a place to curl up and have a little nap occasionally. I'm really excited about Relay for Life. I attended briefly last year, and I found it a really moving experience. My father died from lung cancer 6 years ago, so it's a very personal experience for me. And Relay for Life is it's a memorial event, it's a fundraising event, and it's a hopeful event. It talks about the future and the fight against cancer.
Oh, it certainly does. And for me, anyone who's ever heard that phrase, you have cancer, is a survivor. And they want to make sure that you, as a survivor, get into the Relay for Life, because this is a big celebration about life and definitely all about the survivors.
Absolutely. It's all about the survivors. It's about everyone who's been touched by cancer. And I think fundamentally, probably almost everyone has been touched by cancer. We've known somebody in our family or friends who've either survived cancer or did not survive cancer. So I think it's a personal issue for everyone. And I would love to see people in the community just coming out to check out Relay for Life, to see what it's all about.
All right, that is happening June the 8th between the Casman Center and Father Merck Field. Again, a pleasure having you on, as always. Teresa Wells from McMurrayMusings.com. Thanks, Teresa.
Thanks, Jerry.